Hello everybody and welcome back to the Reset. It is I, Celtic Warcry, but you can just call me C-Dubs for short. And I'm coming back at you with yet another gaming review video. Now, I wanted to go ahead and review a game that I've spent countless hours playing. And this was in fact probably one of the very first, not quite the first game that I had for my Nintendo Switch, but I had picked it up immediately after I got it for Christmas. And the name of the game is called Slay the Spire. Now, what Slay the Spire is, it's a roguelite deck builder. And so, long story short, it takes kind of the tabletop aspects of Magic the Gathering and combines them with just the random encounters or the luck-based kind of run, if you will, which is what roguelites are all built around. But what I like the most about Slay the Spire is there's so many avenues to go down. There's not necessarily any right or wrong combination. You're just trying to make do with what you have. And sometimes the most obvious answer is not the best way to go. Sometimes you have to really kind of focus on and pinpoint where you want to go with a certain build. Because what I have found about Slay the Spire is whenever you start to go down a certain route, the game will feed you, it won't feed you the entirety of what you want, but what it will do is it will give you more tools and more options to kind of branch out. And let's say you're playing the warrior character, you're playing the warrior character, the ironclad, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to build, for lack of a better term, like a berserk build where you do double damage but you take double damage. It will start to feed you cards and relics to be able to up your game in that aspect. And what's really cool is like they have this compendium and the statistics. We'll just go ahead and take a gander at these real quick. But here's the card library, and you can see all sorts of cards. You can see all the cards for the ironclad, and then you go to the silent, and then this is all the cards for the silent, and they're all classified by deck, right? So you have red, which is your ironclad, green, which is your silent stuff, then blue, I forget what blue's name is. But yeah, long story short, you can see all the different kind of deck types here, and then kind of build decks throughout the game to kind of gear towards a certain aspect of whatever character or champion you're playing. Long story short, it is a great game, lots of RNG, tons of fun to play. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right down to it. I want to give you guys a taste of what's going on here. We're just going to go with the ironclad. I like the ironclad because he has the burning blood, which is basically, it's a passive skill. Each one of them has their own passive skill that they can kind of attribute to their own play style, I guess. So burning blood, at the end of combat you heal 6 HP. That is absolutely huge, because when it comes to gaining health in this game, it is few and far between, and you get these things called bonfires. So you go to these bonfires or campfires, one of the two, but you go to the campfire and you have the option to rest, which will heal you for a certain percentage of your health, or you can sit there and you can upgrade cards, or there's even an option to get brand new cards if you end up healing, and you can get keystones. So the campfires are extremely essential to any run you play, and you have to use those so strategically it's not even funny. I'm usually the ironclad, so I don't have to worry about the healing part. And he's got some very good buffed attacks to where you can sit there and you can wipe out enemies without having to worry about losing too much health, and at the end of each combat, boom, you get yourself 6 HP. So we're going to go ahead and take the ironclad for a test run here. And every run starts out the same. You meet this big old whale guy. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain him. He's a big old whale, and he's got 3 eyes. But he tells you, hey, you can have an option of, here it's 2. And I think it's because I abandoned the run before. But usually there's like 3 or 4 options you can pick. And then you just pick whichever one suits your play style the best. So we're going to go ahead and say enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP, and these are actually both pretty good options. I think it's the most basic vanilla options you can get, but they're both pretty good, and the ironclad is well suited for the max HP or the 1 HP enemies, but we're just going to pick the 1 HP enemies and just kind of go from there. So this is the map screen. So when it comes to the map screen, you sit there, and this is where you start, where your little cursor is, the little yellow crosshairs, and you scroll up all the way up, and I'm going to be fighting the slime boss. So I got to keep that in mind. Like, what's my playstyle going to be like when it comes to facing off with the boss? The next cool thing is all these little question marks and all these little paths and treasure bag, or gold bags rather. Those are shops and mysterious stuff. So anything can happen on a question mark. It's like chance from Monopoly, or the treasure, whatever the treasury is. Anyways, long story short, you can pick any of these paths, and you can go with the path of least resistance. And I could go with, you know, taking a bunch of chances here with one monster battle here, and then we go up. I could take 2 chances into another monster battle, into another chance, into a bonfire. Now, if I get the best rolls possible, I will have 2. I could even go to the you see that minion there that's got the flames all around him? That's an elite. And I could go to that elite, and there's a slight chance that he'll only have 1 HP. So not only will I land a relic, but I'll also get a keystone for the 4th act in Slay the Spire. I know that's a lot to compute, but there is a lot of strategy and tactics to go into this game, and I think that's what I love about it the most, is it's a thinking game. You can slow the game way down, or you can speed the game way up, depending on whatever playstyle you're going for. So I'm going to go ahead, and we're going to go with the path of least resistance. Let's see what happens here. We're going to go ahead and take out these guys, and I actually did I guess a tutorial, if you will. I wouldn't even call it a tutorial. It's more or less little snippets, and I don't even have commentary on the videos, but I've got a whole slew, of different battles and room types and what they kind of mean, and, you know, how to go about it, you know, the best way possible, essentially, without actually saying a word. And I find that extremely effective, because I don't think you need to really talk about what you're doing in a game all the time. Sometimes you just display a room or display something that you're doing just with no commentary and let people pick what they want to from it, because, you know, not everybody's going to speak English, and not everybody wants to hear a guy like me ramble on about this and that. You know, it's more or less just pop on, see what the video is all about, see what the room is all about, and be on your merry way. But here we're going to go ahead and take armaments. Armaments, I love armaments, because when you upgrade it, you end up getting all your cards in that hand upgraded for the entirety of your battle, and that is huge. Plus you get a little armor boost, which is kind of cool. So we'll go here. I got lucky. I got real lucky. So we're going to go ahead and remove a card from my deck, and I'm going to go ahead and remove a defend, simply because there is a certain elite in here, and I forget his name, but he is a huge red guy, and you don't defend. You just can't defend against him, because every time you defend against him, his rage meter gets up, and once that rage meter gets too high, you gonzo. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of 5 block here, and we're going to let's roll the dice, take a chance, right? Hey, here we go. So we're going to lose some HP, and that's fine, but we're going to get 75 gold. And just kind of give you an idea, it says, you fall into a puddle. It's made of slime goop. Frantically, you claw yourself out over several minutes as you feel the goop starting to burn. You can feel goop in your ears, goop in your nose, goop everywhere. Climbing out, you notice that some of your gold is missing. Looking back to the puddle, you see your missing coins combined with gold from unfortunate adventurers mixed together in a puddle. What do? Well, we're going to take the 75 gold, and we're going to take a little bit of hit, because the next battle we get into is a 1 HP battle. So we're going to smoke them instantly and get 6 of that HP back. So we're going to do exactly that right here. Boom, baby. Just like that. Gone and gone. Now, this is where it comes key. This is where it becomes very key on how you want to go about proceeding. Because we could roll the dice, and we could go with the chance here, you know what I mean? And maybe we'll get an enemy, maybe we won't. But we have one battle with 1 HP left. So we could really strike it luck here and not get an enemy, which is possible on the chance spaces, mind you. There is a relic out there that says that it'll negate any enemies coming in on a chance space. But if we get past this chance space by the skin of our teeth, we can go into this elite battle, smoke him, get a free relic, get a free keystone, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So yeah, let's forget about it. So we lose 3 HP, 25% to find a relic. As you walk into the room, you hear a gurgling and grinding of metals. Before you is a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light, perhaps something magical? It looks like you can get some treasure if you just reach inside its opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt. We'll just go ahead and take the chance, because we get a free relic right after this. Oh my goodness. Perfect. After rummaging through the metal and burning acid, you finally grab a hold of a relic and yank it out. You pull your way out of the ooze, damaged but rewarded. So we got basically the little bird thing. Let's see. What is the official name for it? The toy ornithopter. Whenever you use a potion, heal 5 HP. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Because the potions that we have play the top 3 cards of your draw pile. That means we can go in and, not that we have to because it's a 1 HP boss, we don't have to worry about that, but if we need to, we could sit there and just hammer this thing home. So let's go ahead and see what we're up against. Oh, this guy. Oh, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. So we're just going to hit him like that and hit him one more time. Done. And that's where the strategy comes into play, right? This is the thinking part of it all, is what chances do you take? What benefits outweigh the consequences? You know, what's going to aid you best in your run, and is it worth rolling the dice on something like what I just did? You know, taking the 3 battles and just trying to push it to the limit so you can get a free relic, or do you kind of dial it back and play more of the long game, something more sustainable? So I could go on and on and on about this game. The game is awesome. It's a wonderful little time killer. It's not hard on any kind of morality, I guess. There's no gore. It's just very good storytelling combined with a lot of chess-like maneuvers. You know, it's very much so a thinking game, like I said, but don't take my word for it. Go ahead and download this thing. You could buy it off the Nintendo eShop, which is what I'm reviewing on. I'm reviewing it on the Nintendo Switch. I also have it in my Steam library because I'm a glutton for punishment, but it's such a good game. And if you haven't played it yet, do yourself a favor. Download the bad boy, play it, indulge in it, and just relax. So that said, that has been a gaming review video for The Reset by yours truly, C-Dubs. I thank you guys so much for watching, and if you do like what I'm doing, please make sure to leave a like on this video. It helps get my videos out to the YouTube universe. And if you guys have any suggestions, comments, questions, please don't hesitate. Leave them down in the comment section down below, and do make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to grow my channel, and every little bit counts, and then you guys get to see firsthand what next video comes out. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in the next video.